Okay. As usual, we will just start off with the short meditation and then we will go into the theory. So we did mantras for the nadis last week. So we will do the meditation based on the mantras we did last week. So we'll sit very relaxed, comfortable. We can slowly close our eyes. We can all now collectively raise our kundalini slowly, steadily, and put ourselves in a bandhan. So now we will just balance the three nadis using the mantra. So left nadi, we'll keep the left hand palm open on our lap. Right hand, we will place it on the earth if you're sitting on the ground. Or if you're sitting in the chair, you can place the fingers of the right hand pointed towards the ground. This is how we clear the left nadi. So we will keep complete attention on the Ida nadi. How to keep attention? Just see what's happening in your left hand fingertips and palm. Whatever you feel, tingling, pricking, heat, coolness, numbness, everything is vibrations. So just keep attention there, what's happening. That is how you put attention on Ida nadi. And with the attention on the Ida nadi, we will take the mantra of Sri Mahakali Bhairavanath Sakshat. Om Swameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairavanath Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Here we can ask, request our own mother Kundalini who's inside us, or you can request our mother Shri Mataji, our Guru. Mother, please remove all impurities and negativities from my Ida nadi into the Mother Earth. Please cleanse my Ida nadi. Please clean my Ida nadi. The two important qualities of Ida nadi is power of desire and it belongs to the past. So here we can say, let me purify all my desires. Let me have only pure desires. Let me drop off all the unwanted impure desires. All the desires which are not good for my ascent is an impure desire, and all the desire which is improving my ascent is a good desire. And we can feel vibrations. If the vibrations are improving or dropping and going down, then we can easily judge which is right and which is wrong, which is a good desire and which is a bad desire. So let me cultivate only good desire for my ascent. Desire like I have to meditate every day. Desire like I have to do food soak every day. I want to clean my chakras. I want to become a better person. I want to improve my meditation. These are all good desires. So let me cultivate all good desires and drop off all the impure desires. And our mother, Shri Mataji says, the highest form of desire, the purest form of desire is to be one with God, is to be in yoga, in union. This is the highest desire, the most purest form of desire. All other desires which are against it is impure. All desires which are hindering our ascent, spoiling our meditation, is an impure desire. So let me purify my desire channel. And let me detach myself from the past. I am not the past anymore. All what happened in the past is finished and over. I don't want to indulge in my past anymore. As we take affirmations or as we take the mantras, try to check what difference you're feeling in the left hand fingertips and palm. You may feel the tingling or pricking is increasing, or maybe you'll feel heat. That means the Ida Nadi is clearing. You might even feel some heat going out into the earth with the right hand. That means it's cleaning. If you feel a steady, cool breeze in the left hand, that means it's coming into a balance. So we have to balance until we feel a cool breeze in our left hand. Now we will slowly bring the right hand back on our lap. Now we will balance the right channel. So to balance the right channel, we'll keep the right hand in our lap. Left hand, we will bend our elbow, point the fingers towards the sky. Complete attention on the right channel, Pingala Nadi. How to put attention? Again, just see what's happening in your right hand fingertips and palm. That is putting attention on your Ida Nadi. With complete attention on, Pingala Nadi. With complete attention on your Pingala Nadi, we will take the mantra for Pingala Nadi, which is Sri Maha Saraswati Hanumana Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Maha Saraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Mother Kundalini, or you can also say Shri Mataji, please remove all impurities and negativities and all the heat, that which is attacking my Pingala Nadi, into the ether element of the sky. Please cool down my Pingala Nadi. Please remove all the heat away from my Pingala Nadi. Please remove all anger, hatred, reactions, temper, lack of forgiveness, lack of witness state, all that which is heating up my Pingala Nadi. I don't want it anymore. All these qualities which are putting pressure and heating it up, I don't want it. There are two very important qualities of the right channel. One is it belongs to the future and the physical and mental activity. And the other is the power of attention. So here, let's take the affirmation. Let me purify my attention power. Where is my attention? You can easily see, is my attention running behind my thoughts, or running behind my work, or running behind my family problems, or running behind my own health problems? Or is my attention inside myself, on my chakras, on my kundalini, on my spirit? Where is my attention? Let my attention be inside me all the time, in meditation. Let my attention always be in the present moment. Let me not indulge in my future too much. Let me not worry and take stress about my future too much. We should plan, we should think, but we should not go to extremes. And that boundary we can feel with vibrations. I am not the future. If the present moment is taken care of, future will be taken care of. I am not the future. Let my attention always be on the spirit, on my Atma, inside me. Now, as we take affirmation and as we take mantra, we can see what changes are happening in the right hand fingertips and palm. Tingling, pricking, or heat may increase. Even heat will go out of the left hand into the sky. It will get sucked out. That means the right channel is clearing. Again, if you feel a steady, cool breeze, that means it's coming in a balance. Now we can slowly bring the left hand also back on our lap. Now both the hands on our lap, let us see which hand is having more vibrations, which hand is having lesser vibrations. Whichever hand is having less vibrations or no vibrations or tingling or pricking, we have to work on that channel and bring it into a balance. Predominantly, any person is either more left-sided or more right-sided. We go left to right often, we jump around, but predominantly, a person is more to the left or more to the right. So based on judgments, on the vibrations, we can correct our channels and come into a balance. That's all we need to do. When we come into the central channel in balance, then the Kundalini will shoot off. That is why we need the balance, the sustenance within us to meditate and ascend further. If we fall to the left or right, then we cannot ascend. We have to keep to the middle path for ascent. This is the middle path Buddha talked about. Now we will put our attention on the central channel that is starting from our Nabi chakra along the spinal cord. It goes up to the Sahasrara. How to put attention in central channel? You can see what's happening on both your hands, fingertips and palm, left and right. We will take the mantra for the central channel, Shushumna Nadi, Shri Mahalakshmi Vishnu Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Vishnu Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let us take the affirmation, Mother Kundalini or Mother Shri Mataji. Please remove all the blockages, all the pressure in my central channel so that the Kundalini energy can pass through easily. Please detach me from my future and my past. Let me always enjoy the present moment. If our attention is always in the present moment, we can see we are easily peaceful, we are joyful. We are not worried about the past or the future. No regret of the past, no stress about the future. We are joyful in the present moment. And when we are in the present moment, we do everything correctly and our future is automatically taken care of. Then there is no need to worry about anything. The quality of the central channel is to be in the present moment. And the second very important quality of the central channel is ascent. Is our improvement in our meditative growth, in our spirituality. We have to ascend and move further. That power to evolve comes from the central channel, the power of Sri Vishnu, to evolve into a better person. Now we will keep our attention on the Sahasrara, on the top of the Sushumna Nadi, the top of the head, and we'll just sit in silent meditation for 2-3 minutes and just enjoy the silence and peace coming from within. Let us just sit quietly for 2-3 minutes. That's all. Let's just try to remain in the present moment as much as possible. If any thoughts are coming from the past or the future, we will not pay attention to the thoughts. We will not run behind the thoughts. They are there to disturb us. So now we know that we are the spirit and we are not the thoughts. We can easily detach ourselves from the thoughts. So we'll try to remain in the present moment for 2-3 minutes. Now we can just slowly, steadily relax. Take a few deep breaths. We can slowly open our eyes. Just try to remember whatever you felt. The meditation, that is the Kundalini trying to work within us. We can slowly open our eyes. Take a few deep breaths. And open our eyes. Now we can finish the meditation again by collectively raising our Kundalini and putting ourselves in a bandhan. So we know how to do it. Let's do it with complete attention. When we raise Kundalini, we can feel the energy going up. And when we tie the knot, we can feel cool breeze coming out of the head. So we are not just doing hand gestures. You can feel the energy moving in the bandhan. Now we will give a bandhan around our body with the vibrations to cover our subtle system with a positive aura to protect from all kinds of negative attacks from the outside. Okay, hope you had a good meditation. Just we want to always start off with a very, very short meditation. So last week we saw about the nadis, the three mantras. So hope you have been able to practice that at home. And that is exactly what we try to do the meditation with this evening. So today we'll see about the higher chakra, which is above the Nabi chakra. It is called the heart chakra. So in the void or in the Nabi chakra, the deity we said is Sri Lakshmi Narayana. So Narayana is a form of Vishnu who puts you in illusion. You know, he always puts you in entanglements, and that is why we are stuck in this ocean of illusion called the Bhavasagra. He's the one who puts you in illusions. You know, we are always confused, and we get lost from the real path of spirituality. We do not get into ascent, but we run behind many things in life. So that is why this chakra of Bhavasagar is there, where we get into a lot of problems. So once a person becomes spiritually little mature and he understands that this is all illusion and there is something else we have to seek beyond it, Then the power of Sri Narayana becomes Sri Vishnu in the central channel. He starts evolving you spiritually. And Sri Lakshmi in the Nabi becomes Sri Mahalakshmi. They start evolving in the central channel. So once we come out of this illusion, or when we start understanding, at least theoretically, that this is an illusion and we are to go higher, then this power starts acting. Narayana becomes Sri Vishnu and he takes you and leaves you to Shiva. So they are in the heart chakra. It is the chakra which is above the navel. The heart chakra is in the sternum bone. So these things we have seen the theory in the basic sessions. So there are three hearts. We already know that. There is one on the left heart. There is one on the right, which is right heart. And there is one in the center, which is the central heart chakra. Physically, there is only one heart. But Sri Mataji says, subtle level, at a spiritual level, we have three hearts. So there are the three heart chakras, left, right, and center. So we'll see who is the deity for the chakras. Let me just, open up the Word file for you. Okay. Okay. Hope you are able to see the screen. If you have any problem, please do let me know. You can open your mic and let me know. So the deity for left heart is Sri Shiva Parvati. Okay. And the way we recite the mantra, which you already know how to recite the mantra, is Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. This is the mantra for the left heart chakra. So the deity is Sri Shiva Parvati. So Shimataji explains that Shiva is the spirit in us, the Atma, which is residing in our body. Okay. So in the beginning, we are not aware of the subtle system. We do not know about the chakras existing within us. So we think that we are the body, we are this mind. So when we get any diseases of the body and the mind, we try to solve the problem. We try to run behind and try to solve the problem. So what Shimataji says is everybody inside is made up of the subtle system, irrespective of caste, religion, man or woman, young or old. Everybody has a subtle system. Everybody has chakras. Everybody has nadis, kundalini, and atma, or the Shiva inside them. So there cannot be any caste. There cannot be any differentiation amongst human beings saying that they are higher or lower. So there cannot. That is why we said that the one who was known the Brahma is a Brahmin. Is not born as a Brahmin. He cannot be born as a Brahmin. Even a person who's born in a so-called Brahmin family may not know anything about the chakras or nadis. So the Shiva is nothing but the spirit or the Atma, which is residing within ourselves. Shri Mataji says that the Atma is a reflection of God Almighty, which resides within every human being, or even every living organism has a little bit of spark of this Atma within themselves. So when this Atma is gone away from the body, then the person dies. So until the Atma is there in the heart, it is going to keep beating and we are alive. So the Shiva is the spirit within us, the Atma within us. So that is why Shri Mataji even talks about great saints who have sung about Shiva, like Adi Shankaracharya. He says, I am Shiva, Shivoham, Shivoham, he says. Shivoham means I am Shiva, I am the pure spirit. That's what he says. That is what we try also say in the very first session when we get realization that I am the pure spirit. That means I am the pure Atma. I am pure Shiva. That is exactly what he told. I am Shiva. So Shri Mataji has explained in many talks. There are Shivaratri Puja talks are there. Shri Mataji has given many lectures about Sri Shiva. Rather than me explaining, I have no authority to explain about Shiva. He's God. But Shri Mataji has explained a lot in her talks. You can listen to them. Like just a few examples. Shiva is a very, very detached person. You know, he can live anywhere. He can live in the mountains. He doesn't care about what clothes he's wearing or how decorated he is. All these things he's not worried about. He's completely a detached person. He does not get entangled with all this illusions or the Maya. That is why he is above the Bhavasagra. And when we try to evolve from a human being to a spiritual being, we have to cross this Bhavasagra to reach Shiva. It's not a very easy thing. It's a very, very difficult thing. And when the person starts evolving spiritually, he's put into a lot of tests. And he has to pass all these tests to come into the central channel and move out of the Bhavasagra and to go into the next level, which is the level of Atma, which is the level of Sri Shiva. In those days, the students used to live with the gurus, and the guru used to take their test. They used to do a lot of exams. They used to give a lot of tests to the Sishyas to check whether they are, worthy enough to get their self-realization, to reach the Atma. So now in Sahaja Yoga, we do not have a guru in the physical form. The guru is in the subtle form, and the guru is within ourself itself, in the void. We have to become our own master. So until we become our own master, Sri Mataji is our guru. So Sri Mataji wants us to become our own guru. So once we move out of the Bhavasagra and become our own guru, only then we can reach Sri Shiva, or the spirit, the Atma within us. So he's a very detached person. He does not get entangled so easily with worldly things. He's above the worldly things, which is above the Nabhi Chakra. He does not get easily deluded away or put into illusion. All these things he does not get into. And also he does not get so very easily attacked by negative forces that to be in a sense. Shrimataji says he can sleep in the graveyard. He wears the ashes of dead bodies. So whatever he does not get involved into it. He does not get attacked by it. There is also certain stories where Shrimataji says he drank poison to save the people. He used to do many things, but none of the things affect him actually, because he is the complete Atma. So when we reach that state of being an Atma or being the pure spirit, which we all should try. Even I'm not in that state, even though I am lecturing about it. This is what we are trying to achieve. When we become the pure spirit, what Sri Mataji says, the spirit in the heart will also move and go into the Sahasrara. Now, initially, what happened? Only our Kundalini energy was awakened. A few strands of the Kundalini has come to the Sahasrara, and hence we were able to feel the vibrations. Now, what Sri Mataji says, that the spirit, after we mature very much in our meditation and in our spirituality, the spirit, which is the Shiva in our heart, will move into the brain, and he will take his seat on the Sahasrara. The Brahmarandra is the seat of the spirit. So there Sri Mataji says the Kundalini is the Shakti and Shiva, and they merge together, become one. That is the actual yoga or union. And when that happens, you become one with God. You get the higher knowledge of God realization. From self-realization, you move forward. So Sri Shiva is a very, very detached person. And these are the qualities of the left heart. So the left heart also belongs to the mother. So if there are any problems between the mother and the child, the left heart is going to get attacked very easily. With the left heart, Shimataji has told that there are many diseases which come like angina, very, what you say, kind of a very lazy kind of a heart, in Sahaja Yoga, every organ gets into two kinds of problems. Either it gets into a lazy state or a very hyperactive state. When it becomes very lazy, it doesn't work properly. It moves to the left side. And when it gets very hyperactive, then it moves to the right side. So then the person gets a heart attack. So through this left heart, the person gets angina and all kinds of problems of the heart. So this is how we recite the mantra. The deity is Sri Shiva Parvati. So the mantra we say is Om Tomeva Sakshat, Sri Shiva Parvati Sakshat, Sri Adi Shakti Mataji, Sri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. So we know how to clear the chakra. We know how to give a bandhan. So when you're meditating this week, try to work on the heart chakras. So give a bandhan on the left heart with your right hand. And after you clear, you can keep the hand on your left heart and you can say this mantra, Sri Shiva Parvati Sakshat, one time. And also there is mantra Shivoham, what Adi Shankaracharya has told. So you can take that mantra 12 times in your left heart. I will send you the recording by audio also. Shivoham. So we have to say 12 times in the left heart. So you can keep the right hand on your left heart and you can say Shivoham, Shivoham 12 times. This is the mantra for the left heart. So then we go to the right heart. So the mantra for the right heart or the deity for the right heart is Sri Sitarama. And the mantra we recite is Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Sita Rama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. So this is how we recite the mantra. So the deity for the right heart is Sri Sita Rama. Okay. So what Shri Mataji talked about the right heart is, we have seen again in the basic session that the right heart belongs to being a very responsible person. Whatever the responsibilities we are having, uh, we complete it properly as a father or as a son or a husband or a wife or towards the society, being a good citizen. All these things are coming from the right heart chakra. This is the chakra of our responsibility. So if you see the life of Sri Rama, he was a very, very responsible person. He was a very evolved person. Like we saw in the previous sessions, we talked about the 10 incarnations of Sri Vishnu. So before Sri Rama was the incarnation of Parasurama, because he was a very, very aggressive person. He was killing people. He was living like a nomad, like the people who are living in the jungle. So he was a very aggressive person. So when he evolved in his next incarnation as to become Sri Rama, Shri Mataji says he came as a complete human being, a very civilized, a very complete form of a human being. So when Sri Rama incarnated, he gave us the power of politics. He was a good king. He governed the people very well. Before that, people were not, living as a in a society under a good king or a good kingdom and things like that. So he evolved into a good king, and he gave us this governance, good governance for us. He was a very responsible person. He was, if you see his life history, he was responsible to his mother when they told him to go to the forest. He obeyed them. He went to the forest. He lived as per the protocols. He lived as a good husband to his wife. He completed all his duties, and so all his life he was a very responsible person. That is what is coming out of the life of Sri Rama. He is the deity of the right heart. So when the person has the right heart not in a very good shape, you can see that they are not very responsible. They're very irresponsible. They are not able to complete their duties properly. All these problems come from the right heart. They are not able to complete all these duties in a very responsible way. You can say they will do, but they may not be very, very responsible. And on the other hand, if the person has a right heart very strong, then he'll be very responsible. He'll be able to complete the duties very well. The right heart belongs to the relationship of the father. Shimataji says the left heart is the relation of the mother, and the right heart is the relation of the father. So if there is any problem in the relationship between the father and the child, then this chakra gets affected a lot. So this chakra takes care of our lungs and our heart, the physical heart. So if the person has the problems between the father and the son, and the right heart is affected, the child gets into asthma. The breathing problems and all these things come. There are many instances where there were doctors who are Sahajogis who felt when the patient came inside, they felt the right heart very strong. So even before the patient told what problem they had, they asked them, "Are you having asthma?" They can feel vibrations very clear cut. So if the right heart is affected, all these problems come there. And even in women, they get breast cancer. It comes from the right heart, actually. The right heart takes care of our lungs, our physical heart, and also breast in women. So this is the qualities of the right heart. There are puja talks of Shri Mataji. Again, I would like to insist you to go and listen to these talks in meditation, so you can learn more about the qualities of Sri Rama. So by learning those qualities and by meditating on the right heart, we are able to improve the qualities of the right heart. We chant mantras again to improve the qualities. And that is what we are trying to do. So the mantra or the deity on the right heart is Sri Sita Rama. And this is how we recite the mantra. Om Tameva Sakshat, Sri Sita Rama Sakshat, Sri Adi Shakti Mataji, Sri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. Now, if we move to the next chakra, is the center heart. So the mantra for the center heart is Sri Durga Mata or Jagadamba. Okay, you can say Sri Durga for now. Okay, so the way we recite the mantra is Om Twameva Sakshat Sri Durga Mata Jagadamba, or say Sri Durga Mata Sakshat for now, Sri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. So this is the deity of the central heart chakra, Shri Durga Mata. So the central heart chakra lies in the sternum bone. That is the bone which is joining both the sides of the ribs where they converge together. And Shimataji explains that the sternum bone, there is a gland behind the sternum bone which secretes the antibodies in our body, where they go and fight all the diseases or any kind of negative attacks which come into the human body. So that is being produced in the child's body up to the age of 12 years in the child. So what Shri Mataji explains that these are nothing but the soldiers of Shri Durga. She is a mother who protects her child. Shri Durga is like a warrior. She's a mother and she's a warrior also. So she is the one who produces all these antibodies in our body, and they go and fight any kind of negative attack in our body. Let it be a disease or at a physical level or even at an emotional level. They are the ones who go and attack them, or they are the ones who stand in the first line of defense. They attack the negativity and try to protect the child because they are the soldiers of Shri Durga. So the quality of center heart we have seen in our previous sessions that it is self-confidence and boldness. So Shri Durga's protection gives us the self-confidence and boldness. At a human level, when we are not aware of spirituality, some people you may see they are very bold, and some people they are not very bold. They are not very confident in themselves. That is because of the center heart chakra, at what level it is. So the people who are bold may be very egoistical. They think they are very, very bold and they can do whatever they want. And they are very self-confident and they are very bold and doing even the wrong things. He might, be a drug lord, or he might be a very, smuggling and doing all kinds of wrong things, but he will be very, very bold. And even a person who is not having this heart chakra well developed, he might have fear all the time. He might have fear even to do the right things. He will not do the right things also. He will back out from all these things. So Shimataji says you should have the discretion to first of all know what is right and wrong, that you will know with vibrations. And you should have the self-confidence and boldness to do the right things. You should have the courage to do the right things. Like, for example, you know that meditation is good for you, ascent is good for you, then you should have the boldness and courage to go forward and meditate and ascent. So that is an example of discreetly knowing what is right and wrong and going ahead and doing it boldly. So this power comes from Shri Durga. She is a protector of the child. She is the mother of the child who protects the child from all kinds of negative attacks which come from the outside world or the negative world, or at a subtle level also. At subtle level, there are a lot of negative energy which try to attack our chakras. Even that is being protected by Shri Durga and her army of soldiers which are inside our body. So the center heart gives us the self-confidence and boldness and courage. Okay. And also another very important quality is compassion and love, of a mother. So if you see the compassion or the love, what God is talking about is above the human love. Human love is directed towards his family or his wife, his children, or maximum to his relatives. He cannot love everybody equally. So this kind of unconditional love, this kind of unconditional love and compassion comes from the center heart chakra. Shimataji says you love the person just for the sake of love. Shimataji says I cannot love a person just because he's giving me money or he's being nice to me or something. I can love a person only for the sake of love. It is very difficult for human beings to love somebody just for the sake of love. You will love someone because they will give you a job, or they will give you some money, or they are going to give favor you or something like that. It will be at a very human level. If they do not do all these things, then we don't love that person. That's a very, very human level. But this love of God, which flows, this compassion coming from the central heart chakra, is a compassion of God, is a compassion of love, love of God, which flows equally to everybody. So these are the qualities of the central heart chakra: love and compassion, and boldness, courage, and self-confidence. So the deity for Sri Durga, deity for the central heart chakra is Sri Durga Mata, and this is how you recite the mantra for the central heart. So in this week, when you're meditating, try to work on the heart chakras: the left heart, right heart, and the center heart. You know how to clear the chakra. You can give a bandhan on the chakra. First, clean the chakra, throw the negativity out, keep your hand on the chakra, recite the mantras on the chakra, okay? And try to feel, if you are able to feel, just try to check if you are feeling vibrations on those chakras. In the same way, try to clear the right, left, and the center heart and meditate on the Sahasrara. So you can also listen to Shri Mataji's talks in this coming week when you're meditating. You can try to listen to talks Shri Mataji has given during Shiva Pujas or the Navaratri Puja, the Durga Pujas. There is also a talk about Shri Rama Puja. So you can listen to these talks in the coming week and work on the heart chakra with the mantras. I hope it was clear for you about the chakras we have seen today. So just a quick recap. One is the left heart. The deity is Sri Shiva Parvati. And the mantra, we have known how to recite the mantra with the deity. So you recite the mantra that way. You can also say Sri Shivoham 12 times on the left heart. The deity for the right heart is Sri Sitarama. And this is how you exactly tell the mantra. After giving bandhan on the right heart and keeping your hand on the right heart, you can tell the mantra. And for the center heart, you can, the deity is Sri Durga. So the mantra is also given here. This is how you recite the mantras. So please try to do the meditation. That is very, very basic. Please try to do the foot soak. And that is also very basic. Foot soak and meditation should go on every day. And in this coming week, work particularly on the heart chakra. You tell the mantras on the heart chakra and try to recite the mantras and improve the heart chakra, or the left, right, and center heart. So if you have any doubts for today, you can ask, or we can see in the upcoming session. So we will see the higher chakras from the next week onwards.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Good night. So I will be sending you the video and the mantras by WhatsApp to you. You can listen there.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Take care. Good night.